Russ, you said after Tuesday, no sulking in the camp. What was the reaction to Tuesday's defeat? Did you get what you wanted?
Got sulking. No, it was. Listen, we were all disappointed on Wednesday, none more so than myself. But we've got to dust ourselves down and we go again, which we have done. We've brushed it under the carpet now, and we've moved swiftly on.
And I guess kind of from a defeat, there's that cliche that you learn plenty about your players. I guess there wasn't a lot new for you to learn really, other than the fact that kind of still always improvements to be made and hopefully a bit more luck as well.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't think the performance was too bad on Tuesday. It wasn't as energetic as we probably have been of late, but you've got to give full respect to the opposition as well. They did a job over us on Tuesday and they played well. So, listen, it was one of them games. We tick it off. We haven't got anything from it, and we've only lost 3 points. So we move on to York Saturday, which is going to be another good game.
Bizarrely, like mentally, is there any way of approaching it like a Saturday 3 o'clock kick-off a little bit fresher when you're playing lots of games as opposed to going from a Saturday into a Tuesday night one?
I think you can look at it in two ways. Yeah, you probably get a little bit more rest. You get an extra day on the training ground, and I think it depends where you're playing as well. And we're playing at home on Saturday. We've got a fantastic record here. Be a good crowd, and it always lifts the lads a little bit. Shouldn't do, but it just naturally does. So looking forward to it. And
it's a sign of a compliment to the season we've had. I mean, usually playing York at home, such a big club and a big crowd, it'd probably be your second biggest home game of the season. It's still right up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be great. We've got a lot of connections with the football club in terms of myself and the players. They always bring good crowds. They're a fantastic football club who are looking to win the league. And we'll still think that's possible. But on the flip side, so are we. And we are building this club nicely also. We're going in the right direction, and we need to continue that.
Yeah, just on kind of York's position, whilst they might not be in the league position in terms of a number where they are at the moment that they would like, wherever they are, they're always a promotion contender, aren't they?
And they will be. So under no illusions, they are not a mid-table team. New managers come in. He's made them a lot more harder to beat. He's recruited really well, and he will continue to recruit because they've got the finances and the resources. So, I expect them to be in and around the playoffs at come the end of the season.
And in terms of kind of your work on the training ground, when you talked about kind of the injuries and kind of any fatigue kind of within the camp, do you have to adjust very much, or do you kind of really turn the screw at this time of the season?
I think everyone up and down the country needs the squad at the moment more than ever, for different reasons. We're no different. We needed it Tuesday, very light going into the game, but that's the same all over really, up and down the leagues. We've got to be ready, we're prepared, hopefully bring one in over the next week to add to what we've got. We've got bodies coming back, and we have to freshen things up as and when needed, so that's down to me.
You mentioned bodies, obviously been without a couple of the likes of Lewis Montrose and Nathan Cameron. Again, I suppose not for the first time. They're very close, aren't they? So just a case of managing that. Very close.
You don't want to put too much on them and then they come back too soon and then they're out again. These are not just good footballers, these are good characters and our leaders. So I'm desperate to have them back, but I'm also, you've got to think of the short, medium and long term as well of the effects of their injury and their rehab. So that's why we've got a medical team, and they'll do the utmost to get them back fit ASAP.
And you lost Ethan in a week, of course, which I know was frustrating to you. Is there any further update on his situation?
2 to 3 weeks, I've been told, but he needs to settle down first. So it's a tough one. Disappointed, none more so than myself, because when you got all these games, you like to rotate like for like if needed. So listen, it's happened now, and we'll move on.
Devontae Redmond obviously came very close to a debut at Darlington and then had to kind of slip out for Harriers. You're hoping he'll be available to you at
I'm hoping so, yeah. He's trained all week. Tuesday would have been a slight risk, which weren't worth risking. So hopefully he's in contention tomorrow.
And you kind of mentioned it, although it is a frustrating point because of Tuesday, that you go from feeling really frustrated and a bit low in terms of what you're missing to going into a game like this and potentially having 3 or 4 back. It's a different picture, isn't it?
I was only low Tuesday night, Matt. I was fine on Wednesday. Like I said, I wasn't disappointed with the performance. Things didn't happen. We could have easily took the lead after 20 minutes and the game might have been a bit different. These things happen. They played well. We weren't quite up to it. Move on. Plenty more points, this month to be got, and we'll do our utmost to get them.